Despite being one of the world's largest economies, the United States relies heavily on imports across critical sectors. From energy and raw materials to food, beverages, and skilled labor, global trade has long been essential to the nation's economic structure. However, during the previous administration's America First agenda, these trade relationships faced considerable strain. By enforcing tariffs and trade restrictions on allies and competitors alike, including Canada, the European Union, and China, the administration aimed to shift trade in favor of domestic industries. While this strategy aimed to protect American manufacturing, it often overlooked the extensive interconnections built through decades of globalization. The United States imports not just consumer goods but also vital resources, crude oil, rare earth minerals, electricity, and other essential raw materials, crucial for industrial and technological advancement. International talent also plays a vital role in maintaining the nation's competitive edge in innovation and research. In response to tariffs imposed, Canada is exploring countermeasures beyond conventional trade penalties. A major option is limiting oil and electricity exports to the U.S., which could significantly disrupt energy supply chains. Since Canada plays a crucial role in meeting U.S. energy demands, such actions would create serious challenges. Furthermore, Canada is assessing restrictions on other essential exports, like rare earth elements and natural gas, vital to sectors ranging from defense to renewable energy. In 2024, the U.S. imported roughly $129.85 billion worth of energy from Canada, making it the nation's leading energy supplier. This included 1.46 billion barrels of crude oil, $116.8 billion, 2,701 billion cubic feet of natural gas, $10.8 billion, 37 terawatt-hours of electricity, $1.85 billion, and 10 million pounds of uranium, $0.4 billion. Crude oil represented the largest share, highlighting Canada's role in U.S. energy security. Canada is actively diversifying its oil export markets, focusing on the Far East, including China and Japan, while reducing reliance on the U.S. market. This shift has accelerated due to recent trade tensions. The Trans Mountain Expansion Pipeline, completed in early 2024, has been pivotal in redirecting Canadian crude to Asian markets. This pipeline transports oil from Alberta to the Pacific coast, enabling shipments to China, Japan, and South Korea. In September 2024, major refiners in Japan and South Korea, along with a refinery in Brunei, received their first Canadian crude cargoes via the TMX pipeline. Alberta's energy exports to China have significantly increased. In the first 11 months of 2024, Alberta's energy exports to China reached $2 billion, a five-fold increase compared to the same period in 2023. This growth was primarily driven by crude oil exports. Japan has also become a significant market. In February 2025, Alberta's Minister of Environment emphasized the importance of expanding into the Japanese market amid U.S. tariff threats. While the U.S. is a significant energy producer, it remains dependent on imports to balance demand. These include crude oil, natural gas, petroleum products, coal, electricity, and uranium. Crude oil is the largest component of U.S. energy imports, 6.1 million barrels per day in 2024. Canada supplied over 4 million barrels per day, 67%. The U.S. imported 8.5 billion cubic feet per day of natural gas, with Canada supplying 7.4 billion. In 2024, the U.S. imported 38.92 terawatt-hours of electricity, with Canada supplying 95%. Coal imports were minimal, 4 million short tons, with Colombia, Indonesia, and Canada as primary suppliers. The U.S. imported 50 million pounds of uranium in 2024, with Canada supplying 20%. The potential disruption in these imports highlights Canada's role in U.S. energy security. Canada is considering countermeasures, with reducing or halting oil exports as a significant option. This would have widespread consequences. One provincial premier has advocated for using energy as a bargaining tool, suggesting a suspension of electricity exports to the U.S., affecting approximately 1.5 million American customers. Another premier has voiced strong opposition to cutting oil exports, arguing it would severely damage Canada's economy, potentially destabilizing the energy industry. The Prime Minister has advocated for a balanced response, considering alternative strategies, including targeted tariffs on American imports like steel, aluminum, and orange juice. One premier has called for a snap election to secure public support in addressing the economic threats posed by the proposed tariffs. A leading political figure has pledged to enact countermeasures targeting the U.S. economy if necessary. A Canada is not for sale campaign, symbolized by hats, has emerged in response to tariff threats and rhetoric suggesting Canada become a U.S. state, aiming to unify Canadians against threats to economic independence. Meanwhile, the Canadian dollar has strengthened against the U.S. dollar as investors speculate on the likelihood of the tariffs. Oil prices, a primary Canadian export, have also seen modest increases. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching this video. We sincerely appreciate you joining us today. You can watch another video of our channel which is now on the screen.